How you doing? It's real estate coach Craig Proctor. Hope you're having an awesome day. Today, I want to talk to you about what I've helped thousands of agents do, which is totally dominate their marketplace. And believe it or not, the opportunity for you to dominate your marketplace is even better right now as we're in a recession. That's right. You heard me right. Every time we go into a recession, I actually did way better in my real estate business. And that's the opposite of what most of you think, especially this time of year, as we head into Thanksgiving and the holidays. A lot of real estate agents think, I should back off. So they stop doing their advertising. They stop doing their marketing. The market slowed down. We're heading into a recession. So we're going to talk about how to do this right. If you really felt confident with your marketing and advertising, you would be cranking it up. If you knew that every time you spend $100 that you could get a closing, you would not be backing off your advertising. Now, understand things are getting very, very tough, and they're going to get much worse in 2023. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the headlines or the stats, but we have record interest rates. Interest rates haven't been this high since the 1980s. Okay, interest rates are going up. That's driving house prices down, and the number of transactions are way lower, like down by about a third. That means we're going to have 30% less real estate agents in the business. Good riddance, right? Get them out of there. How many of you agree we have too many real estate agents and a lot of part-timers? They cut hair during the day or they do landscaping and they have their real estate license and they pick away at the pie. They're all going to be forced out of this business, okay? So the serious players will be left. Think about how good that is for you if you've got 30% less competition. Right now, can you think of some of the agents in your marketplace you'd like to say goodbye to? This is the opportunity for you to dominate your marketplace. Now, it's not what you think. You might think, well, I have to have a lot of money to do this. No. You need the right information. You need the right strategy. When I started in real estate, you guys know my story. I started with $0 and zero experience. I had never sold anything in my life. I knew nothing about marketing. I started off doing all the dumb stuff, right? I started off like cold calling, door knocking. How many of you did that? Let me know in the comments. How did you start off in real estate? What did you start doing? Were you like me? Did you look around at what all the other realtors were doing in your office and you started to copy them? Because that's what I did. And it was a pathway to failure, right? So whatever you're doing right now, understand you copied it from somebody else, right? Like you didn't invent door knocking, right? You didn't invent chasing expired listings or home sellers. You copied it. What if you could copy something better? Many of you know my story. From the day I got my license, within 36 months, I became the #1 RE/MAX agent in the world for commissions earned. Nobody in the franchise in the world of RE/MAX made more money than I did in 36 months. And the first year was a total waste of time because I was doing all the dumb stuff that they told me to do, what my broker told me to do, what the other agents told me to do. That will not get you to where you want to go. I want you guys to think about this. When's the last time you heard of a real estate agent's retirement party? There's no such thing, right? Most real estate agents kind of just get by. I want you to think about this. Do this math right now. What do you need? What are you going to need as a nest egg to retire? Like if you live to 80 or 85, or maybe we'll live to 100 with all these medical advances. This is why we see 85-year-old realtors, because they still have to work. They're not making enough money to put enough every single month towards their retirement. So I'm asking you today, what is your game plan? Right? You've got to get serious about this. This is why I can help you. I have created more millionaire agents than any other coach, trainer, or guru. A lot of my agents have been able to retire. Okay, they've been able to go live the life that they want. That is what real estate is supposed to do for you. Let me know this. What marketplace are you in? Let me know what market you're in right now. Type it into the comments. And is the market slowing down considerably? Okay, let me know yes or no. The market's going down, or maybe the market's going up, or maybe the market's staying flat. Please let me know. Let's do a little survey here and find out what's happening in your market. So I see like a lot of you are like, yeah, the market is tanking. Okay, the market is tanking. It's noticeable, right? Guess what? a lot of realtors don't even do enough business to actually notice when it's slowing down. If you're selling 10 homes a year, you probably don't even notice that the market's slowing down. But folks, wait till next year. Some of economists are saying this could be worse than the financial crisis. Does it make sense that real estate doubled in some marketplaces within 2 or 3 years? It doesn't make sense. I was looking at something in my marketplace. It was a stat over the last 25 years. Okay, I'm in Toronto. In the last 25 years in Toronto, house prices are up 500 and something percent. I think it's like 535%. This is not sustainable. Okay, what's going on in your marketplace? I want to give you the strategies to succeed. I am going to walk you through, we'll spend about an hour and a half on this, but I'm going to walk you through what the proper lead generation needs to look like. Okay, who we should be targeting. Let me give you an example. Builders are a great target market because they're stuck with thousands of half-built homes because the buyers walked away, right? When interest rates went up, a lot of buyers fell out of contract. They couldn't afford the home anymore. So the builders are desperate to unload these properties. I'm going to show you how to do those transactions. I'm going to show you much better offers. So when you're speaking to a buyer or seller on the phone, I'm going to show you what words should come out of your mouth so they instantly are attracted to you. Right? What are you taught to say to buyers and sellers? What are you taught to say? What were you taught to say to a buyer? Well, I can represent your best interests. I can email you the homes that you can find on the internet. That is a weak offer, right? I want to show you not only how to generate the leads very inexpensively, I want to show you the right offers to make so they want to meet with you. Because if you don't say the right things, here's your experience. I don't have to ask. I know this. They're not picking up the phone for you. And when they do pick up the phone, they say, I'm not really interested. I didn't really request that. They kind of blow you off, right? But there are homes that are selling, okay? Even though there's less of them, there are homes that are selling. There are thousands of homes probably in your marketplace that are selling. I want to show you how to get plugged into those. So where a lot of sellers today, they don't have to sell. They're not going to sell. We do not want to be working with sellers that don't have to sell because they're not likely going to price their home properly. Consider this as well. Home sellers that bought a home over the last couple years are kind of locked in at a 3% or 3.5% interest rate. So literally, if I had $1 million home and I bought it during the pandemic, I've got a 3% loan, I would be an idiot to sell my house because if I sold my $1 million home and I bought another $1 million home, because interest rates are like 7 and 7.5%, I would be paying literally double the monthly payment to live in the exact same house. So a lot of sellers are locked in. And of course, a lot of buyers are wiped out of the market, right? First-time buyers could barely afford to buy a home before the interest rates doubled. So they're out. And this is what the Fed wants. The Federal Reserve wants less demand. So you got to be very particular about who you're targeting. So we're going to target new construction. We're going to go after some of these builder deals. I'm going to show you on Friday, on our Black Friday call, how to do this. Show you the ads, show you the strategies. We're going to show you how to target buyers and sellers that absolutely must buy and sell. That's all I want to deal with. That's all you should be paying attention to. Not the buyer that says, well, I'm going to wait for prices to go down. First of all, if the buyer waits for prices to go down, that's a bad strategy. I'll tell you why. Unless they're a cash buyer, okay, what I'm about to say doesn't apply to a cash buyer, but someone that is getting financed to buy a home, and that buyer says, I'm going to wait for prices to go down, their monthly payments are actually going to go up. Follow the logic here. What is the only reason why home prices are dropping? Because interest rates are going up. That's the only reason prices are dropping. So if you do the math, and this is where we've got to really be educators with the buyers, explain to the buyer that your monthly payments will continue to increase as prices drop. And the amount of your monthly payment, the amount that's going to increase, is going to far offset any little drop in the price. They don't understand the math behind it, right? It's crazy, for the last couple of years, buyers would pay $50,000, $100,000 over the asking price, no questions asked, and they'd actually brag to their friends about it. Oh, it was listed at 1.1 and we went in at 1.3, and the house doesn't even appraise at $1 million, right? They would take money out of their savings to pay the difference. But now the rates go up a little bit. but that $1,300,000 house is on sale for $1 million. Now, I don't understand it, but this is why I want to teach you how to educate your buyers so they understand that waiting is not a good strategy. I'm actually going to literally pay more for the house by waiting. We want to educate you on how to handle this fear that buyers have about interest rates. We want to teach you which particular buyers and sellers you should be focusing on. So I'm going to show you divorce strategies, how to target specifically people that are going through a divorce. And then, of course, expired listings are massively huge right now. I had to go into the Craig Proctor vault and I had to dust off all this expired marketing stuff that we haven't really looked at for years and years and years because the market was literally so hot, there were no expired listings. I am going to, on Friday, I'm going to show you all of the expired strategies. And here's a biggie. I'm going to talk to you about the presentation that you make to buyers and sellers. Okay, now, so we got new construction, we've got divorce, we got expired. Now the presentation. You could do everything right. You could run the right ads. You could have the right words come out of your mouth to qualify the buyer and seller. And now you're face to face with them, right? But if your presentation sucks, all of that is for naught. How many of you get really frustrated when you lose a listing to some other agent that you had no business losing the listing to? That would drive me crazy. I mean, I did over 10,000 presentations, and I think this is what made me really good with my presentation. I was like a mad scientist. When I would lose a listing, I'd be driving home, or the next day I'd be thinking about it playing it over in my brain. How many of you are like that, where it drives you crazy? And that's how I got better, because I would experiment with different things that I was presenting, different things I was saying, what was working the best. I tinkered around with my listing presentation until honestly, I couldn't make it better. Now, not only did it serve me because I had an 80% conversion rate when I meet with sellers, but now I could give my team members, the other agents on my team, that same listing presentation. But so can you. Okay, I want to teach you the listing presentation, first of all, to make you awesome, to make you really, really unstoppable with your listing presentation. But as your business grows, you're going to have a team, right? That's what's going to happen. When you hang around with Craig Proctor, I make sure you've got so much business coming in that you physically couldn't take care of it all. I did an interview yesterday. You guys can watch this here on Facebook. It's on YouTube. I interviewed a guy named Vinny Steele. He's in Maryland. This is a dude that I met back in 2006. He was probably selling, 15 or 20 homes a year. This guy is making millions of dollars a year. Okay, watch some of these interviews of my superstars. Every Tuesday, I interview a Craig Proctor member that's making a minimum of $1 million a year. Okay. Now, yeah, they have teams. They started off with solo agents, but I show you who wants this. Who wants $1 million business? It's much easier, I promise you, than being a solo agent. I know that. I was a solo agent, okay, and I was broke and I was working a lot of time. And personally, I prefer leverage. I want to show you how to scale this up so you can actually work less, but make way, way more money. Everything you want to do in real estate, it's already been done by me and my team. So if this interests you, if this sounds like it's incredibly beneficial to you, smash the like button, wherever it is here, the blue thumbs up, smash that. Maybe even give me a little heart if this is something you're interested in. So I'm going to teach you the presentations. Here's what we're going to do though. What I want to do is I want to show you how to record your presentation. So these are PowerPoint presentations, but I want you to record a video of your presentation, and I want you to send that out to all your unconverted leads in your database. Because buyers and sellers today, if you really think about it, they don't actually need to meet with us at the kitchen table to find out what we do, right? Today with video, like I'm doing a presentation to you right now. Right? I'm presenting to you. Many of you are followers of mine. And if you're not, you should turn on notifications and you should like this page. Why don't you do that right now or make a little note when we're done. Turn on notifications and like this page so you get all my stuff. I come on here on a regular basis and I just show you how I did this. And I show you how I've helped more agents in North America become millionaires than anyone else. There's a formula to this, folks. Another segment that we're going to talk about is luxury. What I like about high-end luxury buyers and sellers, how many of you would agree, let me know in the comments if you would agree that the high-end market, that luxury buyers are least affected by the recession? Yes or no? Would you agree that luxury buyers are least affected by the recession? They don't really care where interest rates are. And the luxury buyers, this is how the rich get richer, right? What do you think is going to drop the most, the low end or the high end? We're already seeing the high end prices starting to come down. So it is a great time for move-up buyers. We're going to show you how to target move-up buyers. Some demographics, some areas are going to be far better for you. Doesn't that make sense? I have software that interfaces with your MLS that could tell you within about 5 or 10 minutes what your best opportunities are. What do I mean by that? This software links with your MLS, and with a few clicks of the mouse, you would know the highest turnover neighborhoods, like days on the market, highest price. You would know how many agents are selling how many homes in each area. All this information is really important to you because you can decide who you want to target. This is how you get rich in real estate. Most agents don't understand that. When I ask them about their target market, they're like, well, I don't know, anybody that wants to buy or sell. Wrong. How many of you would agree some buyers are better than other buyers and some sellers are better than other sellers? Why don't we spend 5 minutes, do a little bit of research on your marketplace and determine what are the best streets, what are the best neighborhoods, what are the best types of buyers and sellers. Then we design the marketing, right? You have to understand who your best who is first. Then you design the marketing to call out to that piece of the marketplace. Most agents do the opposite if they do anything at all. How many of realtors are backing out right now? How many realtors are like, well, I'm going to stop marketing, I'm going to stop advertising? Well, a lot of them should stop marketing and advertising because their stuff doesn't work. It doesn't work anyway, right? I was talking to an agent the other day who sold pretty much 0 homes a year, said he was working 7 days a week. And I said to that realtor, you should just stop doing everything you're doing. It's not working anyway. You literally sell 0 homes. Folks, get coached up. Whether it's me or somebody else, you want someone that has not only played the game, they've won at this game. Over the pandemic, there's too many fakers, too many pretender coaches out there that don't have the street credibility. I have been doing this for over 30 years. Again, 30,000 members. I walk the talk here, folks. Do you know that I already have almost 1,000 realtors that are registered for this? This thing is going to be a blockbuster. Also, if you guys like to get referrals, you should drop in your marketplace if you haven't done that already. We are getting a ton of referrals back and forth inside Craig Proctor World. When you've got a buyer going to another part of the country, you don't refer your agent to someone you don't know. You don't want to refer your agent to an idiot. You want to make sure that you're referring your buyer or seller to a very competent. If they're with Craig Proctor here in Craig Proctor World, you know something about them. Just like you guys. You're here for a reason. Are you guys finding this incredibly helpful? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Maybe like a little heart. Let me know your feedback. Let me know what marketplace you're in. And let's look forward to a really awesome 2023. I'm going to repeat this again. In all the years I've been in real estate, the years where I did the best, where I really increased market share, were the down years. The first year that I was number 1 in the world for RE/MAX was in 1991. What happened in 1991? We had a massive recession. In Toronto, in my marketplace, in 1991, home prices dropped 30% within 12 months. You couldn't sell a house. Listings were expiring all over the place. There was one guy getting them sold, Craig Proctor. Okay, I really built my business in a recession. 5 extraordinary, lucrative strategies that my millionaire students are using in this market that you can copy. That's it. I'm just going to give it to you. I'm going to show you how it all works. And then you can do with it what you want. So I want to thank you for tuning in today. Let me know your comments. Again, if you find this extremely helpful, let me know. You might want to share this as well. If someone you want to share this with, another realtor, just type in their name. Right? You can just type in their name and you can link this to them, or you can hit the share button. Again, make sure that you like this. Smash the like button, turn on notifications so you get to see all my stuff. And hang with Craig Proctor. Okay, you're safe here. You've got a good guide. I've been through this here before. I'll help get you to the next level. This is Craig Proctor. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed that video. And listen, I've got a lot more information for you to help you grow your real estate business. You see, several times a week, I record new videos and I load them onto this YouTube channel. What I'd like you to do, if you'd like to access them, are two important things, and both are totally free. Number one is I'd like you to subscribe to this channel. You're going to see a little subscribe button for you to click on. And if you don't already have an account with YouTube, it's free for you to set it up. It's really easy, it's free, but you've got to subscribe to this channel. And the most important thing is to ring the little bell right next to the subscribe button. And that's going to let you know every time I load new money-making videos to help you grow your real estate business. So make sure you subscribe right now, you ring the little bell, and we'll see you on the next video.